Assalamu alaikum students. This video is about exercise 1D and I'm going to cover question number 1, 4 and 6 in this video. Let's start with question number 1. It says if x is inversely proportional to y cube and x is 50 when y is 2, find the value of x when y is 4, find an equation connecting x and y, calculate the value of y when x is 3.2. Again here, first we are going to do part 2 because we'll find the equation first, then we will do part 1 and 3. Now, as in question number 1, it is given to us that x is directly inversely proportional to y cube. This is the mistake which I have seen in week 3 assignments as well, that mostly children have not used these cube signs or square signs or under root signs. It is must to use these signs because otherwise your answer will not be correct. So it is x is inversely proportional to y cube. Changing the sign of proportionality into equality, we get x is equals to k upon y cube, where k is constant. We are given that x is 50 and y is 2. So by putting x and y in this equation, we get 50 is equals to k upon 2 cubed. That means 50 is equals to k upon 2 cube is 8. 2 into 2 into 2. Now this 8 will be multiplied by 50 and we are getting 50 into 8 is equals to k. That is k is equals to 400. So by putting the value of k, that is 400, into this equation, we will get our part 2, that is an equation connecting x and y, which will be x is equals to 400 upon y cube. Now using this equation, we are going to do part 1, in which we are given that y is 4 and we have to find the value of x. Putting y is 4 into this equation, we get x is equals to 400 upon 4 cubed. So it becomes 400 and the cube of 4, that is 4 into 4 into 4 is 64. Dividing 400 by 64, we get 6.25. Therefore, the value of x is 6.25. Now, part 3. In part 3, we are given the value of x, that is 3.2, and we have to find the value of y. Putting 3.2 instead of x, in place of x in the given equation, we get 3.2 is equals to 400 upon y cubed. Now multiplying y cube on the other side, we get 3.2 y cube is equals to 400. 3.2 will be divided on this side and we will get y is equals to 400 upon, y cube is equals to 400 upon 3.2, that is 125. Now we have to remove this cube sign. So what are we going to do? We are going to take cube root on both sides. That is y cube, this is the sign of cube root, is equals to 125, cube root of 125. This cube root will be cancelled by cube, so we get y is equals to 5. You can find the cube root by this way in your calculators. There is a sign x cube here and there is a cube root above that. So first you will press shift, then this sign, so it becomes cube root, and then put 125 inside and is equals to. So we get the cube root of 125, that is 5. So y is 5. This way our question number 1 is done. Now question number 4. It says that if z is inversely proportional to cube root of x and z is 5 when x is 64, find the value of z when x is 216. By using these two values z and x, we are going to find an equation which will then be used to find the value of z when x is 216. As given in question number 4, that z is inversely proportional to the cube root of x. Cube root of x इसको इस तरह से लिखते हैं, रूट का साइन डालते हैं और एक स्मॉल 3 वी राइट आउटसाइड. Changing the sign of proportionality into equality, we get z is equals to k upon cube root of x. Now given is that z is equals to 5 and x is equals to 64. Putting these two values in this equation, we get 5 is equals to k upon cube root of 64. Again, using the calculator, shift x cube, so we have got cube root of 64 is 4. So we get 5 is equals to k upon 4. 4 multiplied by this 5 and we get k is equals to 20. Now putting the value of k in this equation, we get z is equals to 20 upon cube root of x. So this is the equation we have got. Now using this equation, we can find the value of z when x is 216. Putting these two values in this, we get z is equals to 20 upon cube root of 216. Using the calculator, you can find the cube root of 16, that is 6. So you get 20 divided by 6 is 3.33. So this is the value of z, 3.33 when x is 216. Question number 6. It's very easy, and similar questions we have been doing in the previous exercises as well. But in most of the assignments, I've seen that the working for this question has not been done in Neatwork. So I'm going to explain it again, and I've given my thorough feedback on the assignments as well. So must do the working in the Neatwork. It is given that t is inversely proportional to s cube. We have to copy and complete the following table. Now I have drawn the table here, and according to the given condition, t is inversely proportional to s cube. So t is equals to k upon s cube, which means now t and s. Now in the first part, we are given both the values, that is s and t. Substituting these values in this equation, we get 80 is equals to k upon 1 cube. 1 cube is 1. So we get 80 is equals to k upon 1. 1 will be multiplied with 80 and it will give us 80. So k is equals to 80. Once we get the value of k, we put it in this equation and we get t is equals to 80 upon s cube. So this is the equation with the help of which we can find the remaining unknown values. Here s, here t and t. These are the missing values. We can use the given value to find the unknown value. So let's suppose this is part A. For part A, I am going to show you the working. For part A, we are given the value of s, that is 2. So putting it in the formula, we get t is equals to 80 upon 2 cubed. 80 upon 2 cubed is 8, so it's 10. So when s is 2, the value of t is 10. I'm going to fill it here. Now this is part B. In part B, s is 4. Putting 4 in place of s, we get t is equals to 80 upon 4 cubed. 80 upon 4 cubed means 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, which gives us 64. So dividing 80 by 64, we get 1.25. So when s is 4, t is 1.25. So we are going to write t is 1.25. Now part C. In part C, we are given the value of t, that is 0.08, and we have to find the value of s. So in place of t, we are going to write 0.08 is equals to 80 upon s cube. Now s will be multiplied by 0.08. 0.08 s cube is equals to 80, and in the next step 0.08 will go on the other side in the denominator. So we get s cubed is equals to 80 upon 0.08, that is, if we use the calculator, we get it s cube is equals to 1000. Now this is not the value of x cube, this is not the value of s, but s cube. So to remove s cube, we are going to take cube roots on both the sides. That is s cube cube root is equals to 1000 cube root, and so cube root is cancelled by this cube. We get s is equals to cube root of 1000 is 10. Using the calculator, we get the value of s, that is 10. So here it's 10. Now part D. Now part T. Here again the value of t is given to us, that is 0.01. Putting the value of t in the formula, we get 0.01 is equals to 80 upon s cube. Multiplying s on this side and dividing 0.01 on the other side, we get s cubed is equals to 80 upon 0.01. Using the calculator, dividing 80 by 0.01, we get 8000. Now as it is cubed, we have to take cube root of both the sides to remove the cube sign. Cube root of 8, this is cancelled, and the cube root of 8 is 20. So the value of s is 20, which I am going to write here. So I hope I am clear. You can revise all the similar questions in previous exercises and do the working in neat work, and then after working for each part, you can write the answer in the table. So I think question number 1, 4 and 6 are clear to you. I have done the questions this time, not the practice nows. So you do questions first and then do the related practice now. The related practice now with question number 1, 6 and 4 is practice now 13. All the best boys, wish you best of luck. I hope you have understood each and everything clearly. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.